don't hear any.
Mic check. Mic check. Can you hear anything, Mark? Did you hear that, Mark?
Yes, I hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It,
Was we having some technical difficulties just then? Okay.
I don't hear
No,
music.
we in. I heard the music, and I
Okay. Do you
have
hear
it
the
on my
music?
phone for the YouTube link.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure y'all can hear something. Let's play
Okay.
something real quick
The
to get
ICE
our show
raids and the
started.
migrant crisis in the
Okay.
city of Chicago and Illinois is a manufactured crisis for politicians on both sides, either for politics or for money. And I'm asking the residents of the city of Chicago not to be political pawns in between. There are great folks that I know, that I actually hire, that are immigrants who've been here for many years. Some that may not be on papers, that I know are scared. But guess what? They are collateral damage in between the politics and the money side of what's going on. What do I mean by that? Well, in 2022, when the governors of Texas and Florida, when they started to ship folks to other cities by buses because they didn't want to put the burden on their taxpayers, their dollars in their states, they didn't want to spend it on migrants. They sent them to sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities saw that as a chance to be able to get labor and to be able to make money through all of the contractors and their friends that were pouring money into their campaigns. That's why in the state of Illinois, we spent billions. Right here in the city of Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson has spent $1 billion. And the majority of that money went to contractors that were out of town. People who probably gave them kickbacks or campaign donations. This was a huge money grab. And guess who suffered? The people in communities where migrants were placed. The buildings that they gave 6 months of free rent to that were run down. Do you know how many folks from the cartel and how many folks from overseas who came over here that committed crimes? You know how many folks have committed murder that were migrants? Do you know how many folks that have committed rape against children that were migrants? But they are playing politics right now, protecting them, all because of $1, because of campaign donations, because they got to play politics because they hate Trump more than they love the people. What I'm asking the people out there is to not be political pawns. I know what being a political pawn looks like. I was that young boy who was leading those protests, in which I thought people like these politicians cared about us. And they used me in our protests for many years to gain the power that they wanted so that they could take care of their friends and play power games. While in the communities, we're suffering. Kids are literally dying in the streets. They're being miseducated in our schools. They're living in food deserts. And none of these politicians and none of them come in our neighborhoods. Pastors who actually are in the pulpit in churches, they're getting money for shelters right now for migrants. And they've never come into the community. So I say to you, don't be a political pawn in between the politics and the money of this. Be better than that. Stay clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Salute to that young brother right there.
Right.
That young brother right there. His name is J. Mall Green out of Chicago. He been 10 toes down, stumping the ground for the foundational Black American community. And he kind of sounds like me when I first started being an advocate for our culture and our community when I had the Polk County African American Chamber of Commerce. And I'm stumping the ground. And that's what made me wake up to the boule. That's why, like, I'm on a manhood mission for all boules, Black boules. This gentleman right here, he stepped to Roland Martin. Roland Martin came to Chicago selling him out. And this legit say, oh, wait a minute, homeboy, you ain't finna just. And Roland Martin got a habit of selling these legitimate bugs out, the ones that's really stumping the ground in the communities, and not really going for all the Democrat word play and the Jedi mind tricks that the Democrat Party like to use on the Black culture. And a lot of y'all wondering why the ICE people are coming into the Black community so heavily, because the Democrats have dumped that immigration problem, that immigration issue into your community. Would y'all agree with me, folks? Mark, Sister Shep. And so that's why you're seeing an influx of ICE, because that's where all of the illegals are hiding out. And this goes to all my immigrant brothers and sisters who come in here doing right by the culture, respecting the laws of our country. Because we couldn't go to your country and do this type of stuff. So we can't allow that for y'all to come here and do that. So that's all it is, man. It's about everybody being documented and everybody paying their fair share. I mean, I know y'all used to hear that all the time about the rich millionaires. Y'all thought Trump, but this is what y'all be doing. Y'all letting people like Michelle Obama and all of them tell y'all that, oh, Trump looking out for the rich, while at the same time they rich. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna shit on the next rich person? That's all I'm saying. So hey man, y'all segue into it, bro. Mark, I got a few more clips I want to play. Y'all give a quick intro, man, and we're gonna start cooking tonight.
All right. Well, I had a conversation similar to what we're talking about with a brother this week about the issue of Trump coming in, because they blame Trump for everything. He coming in the black neighborhoods, and he doing this and that. And my thing is, and I say, if these neighborhoods have been left on their own and they haven't been handling business, the men letting the boys, the jits, run the neighborhood, and they sitting back not doing nothing because they don't want to have to deal with the mama, don't want to have to deal with government, then what's going to happen? The community going to go down, and then you begging, like me and the sister was talking about, Sister Shep was talking about, then you beg for the government to come in and take care of the issue that you should have took care of in the first place. But what the Democrats are doing, once the government come to take care of the issue, then the Democrats saying something wrong with the government for trying to make the citizens safe. I don't understand it. But real quick, I got about 30 more seconds. Real quick, we was talking Chicago. They say, why Chicago? And by Republic with less murders and all this, or with more murders. They play mind tricks with the numbers. And that's why. And I'll expound on that a little later, because I do have the charts for that. So that's inaccurate. I land my plane.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, Sister Cher, you wanna let something cook a little bit? You wanna cook something up real quick for us?
Well, the young man explained it to the T. Follow the money, right? So a lot of these cities are crime ridden because they get these federal grants, right, or state grants, where the money comes from the federal down to the state to fund these crime ridden areas in the communities. But tell me how audits are not being done or conducted when the crime is about the same or even higher, at a higher rate. So I like to ask, do Black lives really matter? So Black lives only matter when the federal government got to step in, from doing a 4th of July weekend in Chicago where 58, 59 people were bodied. I mean, do the lives that's Black Lives Matter if you bring in law and order, because that's all what this is. This is law and order. We live in a federal government in the state where we have constitutions and laws. I would like to see Chicago Constitution. I like to see that. What does their constitution say about situations like this when you have rogue cities, right? Where's the audits being done where the money is going? Where is the groups that the money is being funneled through? You saw what the brother Green said with Eric Adams. Remember, Eric Adams got in trouble because he was giving the contracts to his friends and his buddies for to do the food vending and all of that. And then closing the schools down. The people in the communities wanted the schools. You didn't want to open them, but you opened them for illegals. Then you want to take over the people community centers. I mean, what are we paying in taxes for? I think it needs to be a movement. What are my taxpayer dollars going towards? Locally, countywide. I'm talking about local, city, county, state, and federal. I think we need a whole audit. If not,
Taxation.
should we really be with tax? That said, because our show was about to go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Taxation, no
Yes, ma'am.
representation. Want a whole war fought over that?
Yes, ma'am.
My good
Yes, ma'am.
brother in Warren.
Salute
Hey,
to the
Warren.
chat too. We got the folks in the chat, Sister Chef. Salute Shaq. Where you at, man? Get up in the game, man.
I sent them the links. I
Where
sent
they
them the
at?
link. I don't know.
I sent them the email earlier. And we got a good brother in here named Warren Houston. Warren Houston
That's
says
my
the
good
majority of
brother.
the rich are on the left.
Correct.
Wow.
He's
Appreciate that.
he know that
Appreciate that
law.
knowledge, bro. We
used,
appreciate it.
you need to interview him. He had a whole group called a People's Law Study Group. You need to interview him one day.
Yes, ma'am. We love it. Hey, keep tapping in with us, brother Warren. We're gonna just let you cook. Whenever you want to cook, man, we can set it up, bro. This is where we are the home of receipts. We call this Urban Matters BMG. We're the home of receipts. And we just gonna let it cook, man. We don't try to suppress the news. This is where we control the narrative here, and we don't allow the dominant society's narratives to even in no way and no how come into this space. So, a lot of people, we got a lot of ghost watchers, and there's a lot of ghost watchers out there. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this to all the ghost watchers, please. And I put the YouTube link in the chat section. Y'all can see me as the host. I put the YouTube chat. Y'all can tap in from YouTube and Facebook. You should be able to tap in with us too through Juice Johnson, Juwce Johnson. Juice Johnson, Juwce Johnson. And I am your gracious host, Dr. Juice, here at Urban Matters Black Media Group, home of the receipts. This is where we kick facts and receipts. So we probably have a lot of people popping in and out. But today, like we said, we're trying to just put our family members on some game. And I got a few clips I want to play to kind of show y'all what's going on. Let me see. I got one clip right here I want to play real quick. Y'all give me 2 seconds here, Sister Chef, and I'm going to finish letting you cook. Go ahead, Sister Chef, while I'm preparing this clip. Finish your statement.
Oh yeah, no, I was ending it on the part about taxation with no representation. So now you have, different generations, mine, the younger generation, we're looking at all of that. When we talk about, not to get out too off topic, but the government shutdown, and we can bring the receipts on that. You saw the Democrats, the main ones. We don't need to have government shutdowns. We don't need to have government shutdowns. But soon as Trump get in office, or I call him the orange man, now you want a government shutdown. So the American people you supposed to be fighting for, right? Which that's why I've started a campaign, and I think everybody should do this. Who do the Democrats really represent? Who they represent? So you have federal workers not getting paid. The troops next week, they will not be getting a paycheck. Okay. Then they talk about Trump. Well, Trump used the terrorists to fund WIC programs. Remember, they said WIC and food stamps will be affected due to the government shutdown. Well, Trump used the tariff money to fund that. Do you see that in the news media anywhere? But I'm glad that a lot of us becoming enlightened about the games that these people play. And it's both sides, Republicans, Democrats. I just want to tell everybody, I think we need to really start getting our stuff together. I'm doing the healthcare season with open enrollment, Medicare, Affordable Care Act. When I tell you they are cutting stuff left and right.
Oh, yeah. I was a victim of that Obamacare. Them people was ripping me off. Man, I'm like, bro, I'm getting y'all $250 a month. And then when I go to the doctor, I still have a bill. I'm like, yo, man,
Correct.
this ain't working for me. This ain't working for me, Sister Cher. So we're gonna let Sister Cher, because our Sister Cher is a registered nurse, and she's very, very knowledgeable about the healthcare industry, pharmaceuticals. She can tell you anything about any type of medications you may be taking and the stuff that you should not be putting into your body. Just because the pharmacy sells it and gives it to you, you know, the legal drug dealers, they give it to you, does not mean that it is good for you. So we're gonna let Sister Seth bring us some of that hot fire on some health tips. One of the shows in the future, we definitely got to let you do that, Sister Chef. But I'm glad you brought up the subject about the government shutdown. I'm so glad you brought that subject up because, man, that kind of segues. Would you agree, Brother Mark, into this whole show today? While we're sitting here worried about the left hand, the right hand over here doing all kind of stuff. So, and that's our problem. We're some people that our culture is so easily distracted. I mean, distracted, and we always want to go and fight somebody else's battle. But when Jews start bringing things to the flow here at Urban Matters, we don't even know what we want to fight about. You know what I'm saying? So let me play this little clip to show y'all what they're doing in Memphis right now. We'll play this real quick, then we'll bring Bruh Shaq in too. Let me see if we can play this here real quick. There we go. Can y'all hear that? Make sure we got some sound coming from this thing, because it's a Twitter, so hold on.
Redadas masivas.
Leave me alone!
Hey, if you in my city of Memphis right now, and you ain't got no license, hey, go back in the house. Hey, if you outside and your tag's bogus, just go back in the house. If you outside think you finna ride dirty, the way these folks out here pulling over everything, just go on back in the house, man. Just go on back in the house. Man, when I tell you, Memphis is on fire right now, like fire. Onto my fire. Man, these folks ain't playing, man. 19 different agencies, the National Guard, and the police already been hot. Hey, to all my street dudes, my street dogs, just go on back in the house, man. Just don't even worry about it. Matter of fact, go in the house, stop at the grocery store, go get you some popcorn, man. Go back in the house, cut Tubi on, and just go look at all my movies, man. Type in Kingpin, watch Kingpin, look at Afghanistan, look at The Neighborhood Dope, man. Look at Plague, and then
Y'all get the point. My dude say, just stay in the house, man. If you can, and see, just like Chicago, those black women up there telling Trump, hey, listen, they saying, Trump, we need you, man. It's a crime nobody addressed. And talking about government shutdown. The government been shut down for the last 4 years, messing around with the Democrats. Come on now. Let's keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100. Bro, they literally had you standing 5 feet apart, and now you back holding hands again. You back hugging. Do you see the psyops that you were experimenting in? An experiment, a psyop experiment just took place on you the last 4 years. I'm telling you, man, black Democrats, I don't want to hear y'all mouth because y'all not trying to take no accountability for what we've been through. And you preachers, I sure don't want to hear nothing about y'all because ain't no way you sat around and went and voted Kirk Franklin and all of them was pushing the shots on people. They was, oh man, come on, man. Tyler Perry and them, the whole Boulay gang. Roland Martin, them, all of them. Joy Reid, I can go on and on and on and on, man. Y'all come in, man. Y'all please, man. Y'all give me some feedback on this. Talking about government shutdown. Follow up with us a little bit more, Sister Shell, about that government shutdown. Let me see if I can get Brother Shaq in the building, man. I know he out there somewhere.
Well, I know, again, we need to stop being played. See, they keep the news cycle moving so fast, you forget what happened the last 4 years, right? Remember,
Yes.
during this whole shutdown, how much money did they give to Ukraine? Did we bring that up? How many people came across that border? Wasn't it about 21 million people? They had what was it called? The caravans. I mean,
Yes.
it was so bad. They were coming on trains. They were coming
Oh
on
man.
boats. Okay, they told you to go take, you know, the little tap to your arm to get that in you, right? Or you couldn't
Right.
work. You would lose your
Right.
job. How you gonna feed your family? Wasn't that a shutdown?
Yeah.
Like you said, they told you to stand 6 feet distance apart. Now I'm in the medical field. That's not how medicine
5 feet,
works.
6 feet, whatever it is.
Right. You have to have PPP, you know, protective, proper protective equipment. That mean if a virus, right. If a virus or something happens, you have to protect yourself, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course,
Yes.
Warren. George Soros a part of all of this. I heard they supposed to be filing RICO charges on him. They looking into that.
And they should.
So we forget about all of that. They had your kids in school with masks on their face. And then they doubled down one better and told the school districts, I know because I went to the board meetings, you can't get Title IX funding unless you teach gay, trans, LGBT in the classrooms or put the books in the schools. And of course, that started from under Obama and just triggered over to the stolen election. I don't care what nobody say. That election was stolen in 2020. I watched it with my own 2 eyes.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
we just we just forget about all of that. We forget about Jim Crow Joe talking about it'll be a dark winter, that we was gonna
I
all
remember that.
die from CV-19,
I remember
the
that.
lab, the lab leak. That's not
Oh
how
man.
medicine works. And now, soon as after they told you to put that tap in your arm, boy, didn't death start to skyrocket? People having disabilities start to skyrocket.
Wow.
Pregnant women
I,
losing their babies.
wow.
Young people
I lost
dying.
so many people. I lost so many kinfolk. What was that, bro, Mark?
I just say young people dying, more young people dying than
More
what
young
we.
people than anything. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. We didn't talk about that. Correct.
Salute,
Correct.
And
salute.
they put they put a name on it and everything, but we know what it comes down to. It comes down to them taking that jab, and we just have too short of memories. And
Yes, sir. Shooting
this
that juice into
allegiance
us.
to a party is, we can't be
Yes, sir.
so we can't have allegiance to a party to where we have common sense. I mean, common sense, that used to be our thing. Morality, that used to be our thing. But now we have neither. Whatever that news cycle say is what we're chanting as a community. And we can't do that because that stuff is so inaccurate, it's not even funny. And like I say, they play with numbers. They'll, when you talk about large cities, you talk about the metroplex. You don't talk about just that city. That metroplex is what creates most of the problems. But people from, let's say, a small city, they don't understand that. But when you talk about Dallas, you talk about Dallas Fort Worth, the Dallas metroplex, Houston, the metroplex, because it done sucked up so many little cities around it, its size. And so we have to get a better understanding of our nation. I think we did the thing, Brother Juice, about how many people can vote in different states. In our state, we
Yes.
gotta have ID to vote. But you don't need that in New York. You don't need that in California. You don't need that in a lot of states. Sometimes you just need a light bill, and Democrats was providing they are illegals with that and a credit card. So we got to get a better understanding of what's actually going on, as opposed to what the news is feeding us. Because we get to saying illegal can't vote anyway. That's not true. But you got to understand everything or more in order to understand what's happening around you. And that's what we got to take time to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, you listen, y'all cooking tonight. Appreciate Mark. Listen, Brush Shack, chime in.
Hey, salute. Peace to the panel. Peace to everybody in the chat. What's the word? What's the
Salute.
word? I'm in the building,
Looking
baby.
for the
I'm
word,
listening,
man. We
man.
talking about, we talking about that government shutdown. We're talking about immigration, the illegal immigrant patrols that are out there. I call them patrols. These guys, they want to talk about, these are raids. Why should you have to raid? You only have to raid people that's breaking the law. Like,
Right.
say for instance, the jump out crew or whatever. Y'all know how it was back in our days, the dope boys and all that. Them people ain't jumping out, running up in your house for nothing. They running up in your house, man, because you in there with some illegal activity. And that illegal activity is called illegal immigration. You are undocumented. And you're not going to keep running around this country, because we could not go to Mexico and run around talking junk, talking greasy about the indigenous people of Mexico. You would not allow that. You would report us. You would do something. And let's keep it 100. I think me and Sister Show was having this conversation the other day about the people that's coming here.
Your sound
Was
went
Mike went
out,
out?
Brother
The
Juice.
sound went out?
Your sound went out.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Let me try to till
The
he can
sound went out?
connect back on. Let me see if I can play a video.
Yeah.
Let me just try to do that. I'm gonna show y'all about what the Democrats talking about the shutdown. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. Can y'all hear it?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Nope. Okay. I don't know why the audio don't play. Try to share it again. You know what?
You on your computer? You on your laptop?
I'm on my desktop.
Oh, he might have to. It might have to be some control on this side for you to probably for you to present what you sharing. Probably if you sharing it through the screen.
Okay. Yeah, because I clicked the little share button. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna try one more time. Let me try through the tab. Let me see if I share it through the tab.
But yeah,
Let me try.
I sent brother Juice this brother Mark this and Dawson. We had this alleged, I'm gonna say alleged with their air quotes, memo that had dropped from when
Is
the
it? Can y'all hear the sound?
no we can't hear it.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I saw that memo. You shared that a while back.
Yeah, I hope we can put it up and somebody can read it because this memo is allegedly was coming from the Chicago people on the ground. That it was a memo that leaked when Lori Lightfoot, when she got her term was ending, and this guy Brandon Johnson Jenkins was coming in there. That it was a strategy plan for how they was their political strategy plan for the city on bringing in the immigrants and how much the immigrants are and pretty much the political strategy to for chaos and for misinformation, for
Right.
antagonizing both sides, the so-called blacks, the Hispanics, and the third party immigrants that
Okay.
they're gonna bring in and put in place to create all this chaos, inner city chaos.
Okay. I'm trying to see, Shaq, if I could share it to my email and pull it up. Hold on. That's one of the pages. What was this plan called?
No, it was a memo. It was a
Oh,
memo that
memo.
allegedly,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me
yeah, the
send
brother
it
from
right now.
Chicago, remember, we was on the phone with him, the Bernard connected with. He the one passed that memo to Bernard.
That's right. That's right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
back.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, man. I don't know
Yeah.
why they giving us the janky bug, y'all. We chopping up this hot fire. They don't want this hot fire to get out to the family. Go ahead, Sister Shell. We got you pulled up on the screen. Hit play.
I had hit play, Brother Juice, and they said they couldn't hear the sound. So you want me to try
Okay.
it again?
Yeah, we got it on the
Yeah.
screen right now. See it? Can you see it?
We
Okay.
Yeah,
can
I
hear
see
you.
it.
Maybe to play now. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, they trying to give us the jankiness. That's okay. We're gonna let it cook.
We believe in governance.
There we
We
go.
want to keep government open. A shutdown is very serious.
There are real consequences when the government shuts down. It harms our national security, it harms our economy, and it harms service members, veterans, retirees, and vulnerable communities.
We all know a shutdown is unnecessary and completely avoidable.
The tragedy here is all the civilian employees. It is the American people who are going to suffer.
Border Patrol agents will not be paid. TSA agents will not be paid. Small businesses will be hurt.
Not only is it irresponsible and purposely misleading, it is dangerous precedent to be threatening a shutdown.
I'm worried about our air controllers, those in the military. We have over almost 40,000 in the military, as well as personnel who work in the military, and they won't have checks. I mean, this is real.
The real people's lives at stake.
It is not normal to hold 800,000 workers' paychecks hostage. It is not normal to shut down the government when we don't get what we want.
Our troops deserve better. Our children deserve better. And the American people deserve better.
Okay.
The hypocrisy at its finest.
You want to elaborate on that a little bit for us, Sister Shell?
Oh no, go ahead, Brother Mark. Go ahead.
Oh no, I've been on some other stuff, guys, and it all comes back down to the old immigration thing and what you guys said earlier. You know, they were sending these people, I'll say metroplexes, to our large cities, and of course they go into our black neighborhoods, and then they create drama and they create problems and chaos, and then it get put on us. But if you notice in that picture, and most of the pictures you see, it ain't us getting arrested. It's them getting arrested.
Absolutely.
And once again, we fighting everybody else fight. And earlier, I told you about my conversation with somebody else, and they was like, "Oh, the crime is down in Chicago." Well, that's because they listening to the Democratic stuff and not looking at the numbers. So I just want to share these numbers: 805 homicides in 2023. Now that is when you look county encompasses other cities like LA. If you just look at LA alone, it don't have as many homicides as LA County. It's got 659 homicides. So because it pulls in 88 cities. So those are the things we have to think about, because then you look at the following years. Yeah, it's going down, but it's just because of the fact that it's going down now when Trump got elected and started locking them up, and they got scared. So, and then you have a government. Can you guys tell me when you have ever seen in the United States where elected officials are sowing the seeds publicly of insurrection? I've been so shocked listening to these Democrats talking about fight ICE.
Oh yeah.
And create uproar and all that, when y'all said when you had to claim Trump should go to jail for inciting January 6th when there was absolutely no proof of
right it. Okay.
But you guys are running around saying it on national TV, not to follow the instructions of ICE. Do this, do that, fight. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hypocrisy is best. I land.
Oh, Brandon Boulay Johnson, he inciting violence and civil war. He say this man literally sat on public TV and said that he want us to start a civil war. Let me play that for y'all, man, because y'all don't know. Hold on. Let's listen to this man.
And somebody had nerve enough to tell me,
up.
talking about the people don't want the government to come in. What people are you listening to?
Wow.
That's why the boots on the ground media is important, and that's the good thing. That's why it's taking over now, because people are on the ground.
I've also said for the last couple of years at the extreme. I've also said for the last couple of years at the extreme.
Sorry about that.
No, I was just saying that's.
I've also said for the last couple of years at the. I've also said for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Let's listen to this fool.
At the extreme right in this country. I've also said for the last couple of years that the extreme right in this country refuse to accept the results of the Civil War. They have repeatedly called for a rematch. But in the coming weeks, we will use this opportunity to build greater resistance. Chicagoans are.
He's sitting there telling you to resist the police, resist the FBI, resist. What's wrong with this fool? And then when they get their head bust in, why at the same time he have top-notch security guarding him. And let me remind y'all, this dude is not an American. His family does not have descendants and does not have lineage that connects him with America. I just want to point that out.
Clear.
Yeah, great job.
Militarizing our troops in our city as justification to further escalate a war in Chicago will not be tolerated. The past. I've also said for the last couple of years
just to show y'all something, man. Just to show y'all something. These people, the Democrat, they got the same blueprint. If you just watch, a lot of these token Negroes, like your Obamas and all of them, they'll never put somebody like me, Sister Shell, Brother Mark, or Brother Shaq. They ain't gonna put nobody with real roots to America. They're not gonna do that because they know that we'll mess around and really, really get our people some reparations and some freedom and some because we the freedmen. See, the Democrats need for all of us to be impoverished. They need us to be poor. They need us to be transatlantic, slave traded. And see, when you present them with the argument, bro, my people been here for centuries and right here in America. I don't know nothing about none of my people come from Africa. I can't trace none of my roots back to Africa. But I can trace my roots back to the 1700s right here in America. I digress. That's a whole nother show right there, y'all.
Sure is.
And that is so true. Every one of them tokens don't have roots in this land.
Think about it. Chicago, boy, y'all been on the shit list. They had y'all with Lori Lightfoot. And now you got Brandon Johnson. Can't you see? Beetlejuice. Can't you see what? You got to be able to see that within what it is. Y'all go ahead and cook, bro, Mark. I'm gonna let y'all follow me up on that. I'm gonna go handle the lady room real quick. I gotta do this. I gotta go to the young ladies room real quick.
To the men's room. You better get that right.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Hey, but hey, I can identify however I want to, Mark, today. I can identify as a woman. I can identify as a man.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
You can identify as a monkey if you want. If you're a Democrat, that is. But yeah, man.
Cook on the Mark. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah.
Y'all follow up with that, man. Tell me about this whole government shutdown and give me some more input on this illegal immigration thing. And Brother Shack, I don't think Brother Shack finished elaborating on his topic, his subject.
Brother Shack.
Y'all go ahead and cook.
Well, my thing is, like we said, we just have to really spend more time getting more knowledgeable about the tricks, I'll call it, of the politicians. And what's happening in America is we were moving so far towards socialism and one world order to where now we have somebody that was totally against all of that. And he's actually, I think the biggest problem that happened in America is, and they didn't realize it, is when they stole the election from Trump. Because they Trump 4 years to devise a plan to drain the swamp. Because if you remember during his first term, that's what he planned on doing, but he didn't have enough knowledge of the city. And he had the wrong people. He was going by what people say. But this time, he going by people, he getting people that he trusts and people that he know can do the job. And he been spending 4 years devising all this plan. And if you notice, Trump, first thing he done, people like to just say he was checking boxes, doing what he said. But if you notice, the first thing he done was secure American shores. That's when he was talking about Greenland, when he was talking about Panama Canal. He got all that straight before he got to working inside America. And people don't understand the strategy and all of that. This man was actually moving strategically first. And then he started messing in the United States and abroad because he knew that the canal was secure, so we can get to California a lot quicker, and vice versa. Our ships can move freely, and we don't have to worry about Chinese influences in the canal like they had. We forget all this stuff for some reason. So, and then he secured our borders, southern border and the northern border. So we have to get longer memories, and we got to pay closer attention to what's going on in the country and not get distracted by the shiny little lights that they like to show us on the news. I'll end my plane.
Well, it's funny they don't, you hear a blimp of that information coming out and then it just go away because, of course, we know who in office, right? But that's where we have to be smart and more politically savvy at to know what's going on because it's like Shaq talks about a lot about it's all about trade and commerce. So that's why he had to secure the canals, right? That's why he had to secure the borders. And I don't think if anybody don't see again, they're bringing back the rule of law and order. We need that. You mean to tell me? And this is why it's so important for people to travel. I've been to these third world countries. I've traveled a whole lot, and there's no place I would rather be than back home. Whether I'm going on a cruise, whether I'm visiting an island in Jamaica, Bahamas, whatever, Mexico, Belize, wherever. It's y'all go to them countries. It's night and day. I did not know when I went to Jamaica. I think it was the first or the second time. I couldn't believe it, y'all. We in what? We was in 2015. Y'all know people in Jamaica don't have running hot water. They don't have toilets. So
Absolutely.
you don't think these people trying to collapse America to make us a third world country? This is the last place of the land of the free. Or we see or do we see? And I want to play a video if we have time, Brother Juice. Are we watching
Go ahead.
what's going on with Islams and these Muslims trying to take over? Now,
We cooking.
our governor here in Texas, he stopped the Muslim community from being built. They were going to build a whole big Muslim community, Islam. And I'm gonna play a video whenever you
Let
get
it cook.
chance, and on what is the plan for America that we're not even paying attention to. And let's not forget, our ancestors built this land, and we provide our blood, sweat, and tears, and educational expertise to make America run as well. And stop believing we only 13% of the population. That's a lie. That's a myth. But I wanted to, let me just play, because we have to learn to connect the dots. I think we need to start adding that, Brother Juice, connecting the dots. Let me see if I can play this first one. Let me know when I'm able to share.
Okay. You gotta go ahead and
pull it up.
Hit the share request with the 3 dots. Again at the bottom of the screen.
You talking about the share screen?
Bro Mark, you on your laptop?
The share screen monitor?
iPad.
Okay, you on your iPad. You may be able to share your screen, bro Mark.
Do you see that?
Okay, we got you up. We got you up, sister.
Okay,
let it cook.
White people, if you are white, white people, if you are white and you're listening to this, listen very closely. Lately, I've been seeing many of you complaining about Islam and immigration and stuff like that. And I'm going to separate the white people in 2 categories. The Americans, Canadians, and Australians do not count because they are white people that live in a country that's not theirs. You guys have invaded those lands from the rightful owners. White people that live in a country that's not theirs. You guys have invaded those lands from the rightful owners. So when you guys get back to Europe, then we can talk. But for the European white people complaining about immigration and Islam, first of all, I want to tell you that Islam is going to take over every single square inch of the globe. And you guys might think that it's going to be us, dark-skinned people, that are going to take over. No, it's going to be your own people. As you can see how fast Islam is growing, in the next 10 to 15 years, every white person is going to have a Muslim member in his family. Nowadays, you see white Europeans with blue eyes and blonde hair reverting back to the truth because they have finally seen the truth. And the thing is, there's nothing you guys can do to stop it. You guys can hate Islam as much as you want, and I want to thank the Western media for spreading Islam. A lot of weak-minded Muslims think that the media is picking on us and bullying us, but really and truly the Western media is working with us. They have succeeded in spreading Islam, but intentionally. A lot of people did not know about Islam, but nowadays we are the most talked about religion on the media, and thanks to the Western media for spreading the truth. And so I want to say there's nothing you guys can do to stop Islam, nothing. And also, just to add it, the weak Muslims are the ones just to add it, sorry about the noise, just to add, it's the weak Muslims that always talk about Islam being a religion of peace. Islam is not, it's not a religion of peace. It does not mean peace, it means to submit to Allah, and it is a religion of justice. Put that in your head. It's the weak so-called Muslims, the cowards of this ummah, that claim that Muslims are religion of peace. I want to clarify that as well. Islam is the religion of justice. We can be peaceful, but when it comes to it, we know how to defend our land, our religion, and our honor.
Now let me connect one more. That's that one. Let me just, because we're gonna have to start connecting.
Hey, did it sound like he was apologizing?
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Gave it to you blood raw.
I'm gonna show the other one.
Who was that again?
He's a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Islam. Now listen, check this one out here. Let me share this one.
Orthodox Muslim.
Correct. Now connect the
Not none of this
dots.
commercialized.
Connect the dots.
Gay couple in Palestine, sir. What would happen to a gay couple in Palestine, sir?
What?
What would happen to a gay couple in Gaza?
Executed according to Islamic law. Islam doesn't endorse gayism. Islam doesn't endorse homosexuality.
And do you think that's good?
If I were to...
Do you think that's good, sir? Do you think it's good for gays?
I would get executed, right? I would get prosecuted. In the same way, Islam doesn't approve of being gay.
I see. Okay, so would you like to see Sharia law in Canada replace Canadian law?
At some point it will. You know, because we have families, we are making babies. You're not. You're approved.
I see. Okay, so would you like to see Sharia law in Canada replace Canadian law?
At some point it will. You know, because we have families, we are making babies. You're not. Your population is going down the slum, right? And by 2060, according to Pew Research Institute, your research, by 2060, Muslims will be the biggest religious group the world over. What are you going to do then? Actually, are you going to oppose Sharia even then?
Well, you know what? I'm very appreciative of the honesty. We don't usually get that. So you do support Sharia. You do want a Muslim majority nation in the West End, correct?
Just like you had a Western majority nation in the land of Native Americans, one day we can have a Muslim
support Sharia. You do want a Muslim majority nation in the West End, correct?
Just like you had a Western majority nation in the land of Native Americans, one day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada. Right in your face.
Damn.
That's a whole show.
That part.
See,
that's a whole nother show.
These are old religious wars that they're spreading around the world, man.
There you
These
go.
are old religious wars and you know what I'm saying, battles that they have went around the world and spreading. You know what I'm saying, like a wildfire. He's talking about Islam, what Muslim, where did he get they teaching from? Where did they get they
My bad, Shaq. I didn't mean to say that's a whole nother show, Sister Shell. I meant to say that's a whole nother what's the word I'm looking for? That's the whole nother damn educational class. That's a whole nother damn chopping up some hot game. That's not a show because y'all got to understand these are war briefings.
That's true.
When you come here to Urban Matters BMG, this is a war briefing. You are at war. Ain't nobody gonna just come out and say, "Hey, man, we at war," or "I declare war." Remember that game we used to play with the cars when we were little? I declare war. These people done declare war on y'all, man.
Yeah.
And y'all still around here trying to get flued out.
Come on now.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Shaq.
Man, no, you're absolutely correct, bro. Because guess what? These religious battles and smokes start to clear, but they still got the little, you know, they little sub thugs. You mentioned something about slums. Where do you think the slums came from? That's the language that they come from them. These eastern, far eastern people across the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? They bring their behavior, their mentality, and they have absorbed it into our culture. Now we absorb those, and we take on the same traits and behaviors now. And we don't know what the hell to do. Sit back and watch these motherfuckers fight. Let them fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Let them fight it out because guess what? It's still gonna get the nigga at the end of the day. It's still gonna be get the nigga once they get through getting their little tips and tats, a little fight off. It's still get the nigga at the end of the day.
Correct, bro. Mark, I feel you. I already feel you.
No, I'm just, I'm proud. I'm proud to be in the group because I've been chanting this stuff for a while. We are God's people on earth. When God made man in his image, it was us. Everybody know it except us. And that's why everybody wants to step on us. And we, being God's people and having that don't worry, be happy, just adjust, just chill kind of attitude, because us being the sun people and never having to fight for our food, we just kind of reach up and grab it. That's our mentality. It's inbred in us so deep to where we don't feel like we at war and it's on our doorstep.
Absolutely.
But we have to pay attention. We got to pay attention to the signs. And we are the only people, we are the only culture that's so acceptive and so ready to fight for everybody and not recognizing we need to be fighting for ourselves.
In other words, Brahma, everybody else is unapologetic while we sitting around apologizing for loving ourselves, for having more pride, for delineating, for not allowing people to hijack our culture any longer, and we come out on the bottom. Sister Shell, you gotta come in and chime in on that. I already feel it. I already feel the spirit.
Well, again, like I stated in the videos, they threw you all clues through the videos. The first Muslim guy with the black hoodie on, he told you they own stolen land from America to Europe to Australia, correct? So they already telling you this is our land, right? Remember, our ancestors fought in how many wars in this country? And then the second one with the gentleman speaking
300
to
wars, all the wars,
all the
all the
wars,
wars.
all the
Buffalo
wars.
soldiers, all the wars.
Correct. So Red tells all of them. Then you had the second Islam gentleman that spoke to the guy in Canada with Rebel Media. He stated the same thing. Well, the Native Americans in the land, now, I don't know about the Islam and religion culture, right? But think about it. We fought in all these wars. You know, we are the real red indigenous people because we fight. You could look what's going on in Africa in these countries, right? Africa got billions. That's why I keep saying we are not of them. They do not fight for anything. You mean you got billions of people and you let a small group of color copy paper people run over your land and take over your land and you sell your own people out? So we are at war and it's right on our doorsteps. I mean, don't think states of Texas stated, hey, you don't need a concealed handgun license anymore. We at war. The police ain't gonna be able to get to you in time. You better protect yourself. Then Florida passed the law, or you don't need concealed handgun carry anymore, and you could be 18 now.
Absolutely. Just
We
last
had
week.
Think about it. Those are war taxes. You could create, like Bianchi say, they finna start allowing people to create militias. Matter of fact, I can share when we get time of the sisters who's standing up creating their militias.
Okay,
Hey,
then.
Dawson. I want to. Did I send it to you, bro? Juice? I sent you the girl, the lady. My bad. Lady. Her name is Dr. Kia Pruitt. Have you ever followed her before? Are you familiar with her, Dr. Kia Pruitt?
Yeah, I think I did. I think I seen a video that you sent me of her. Yeah, I think so.
If you can find that video it should be in your Instagram, find your Instagram DM. Because it's key with what Dawson is saying about the militia, because I've been saying that. Because she mentioned something about this about Trump signing something and going back to like you say, pretty much going back to constitutional, right? And getting rid of some of these federal agencies there that's been unconstitutional.
And militia's been around since the beginning. Militias are recognized, and that's why so many of the militias that you see throughout the country, they don't really bother them because militia's been around from the beginning. And that's sort of like our way of, I say, fighting the power of the normal people, standing up to the government. But we haven't, or we don't have enough of them. And when we do get them, when we do come together with something like that, it gets stamped out quickly.
I would like to see under this administration, because I think actually they put that in. They have now where you can even become a bounty hunter and
Wow.
even arrest a lot of these illegals. I want to say it probably still part of the big beautiful bill. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, it may mention something in there about the militias. But I wanted to show you all the good sisters who are up here protecting themselves. Let me see. Did it pull up, Brother Juice? To share the video?
No, I didn't
Or I
see it.
gotta. Okay, let me go out again.
Yeah, you have to for every one that you share, you have to send a new request.
Okay.
All right, I see it popping up now. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. This is live, Urban Matters BMG.
You must be my soul, sis. Soul, sis. Hey, sis. You must be my soul, sis. Soul, sis. Hey, sis. You must be.
They ain't playing.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Don't
they
leave,
ain't playing.
don't leave home without it. I know I don't leave home with mine. Even walking my dog now. I'm not even playing. I wish you would.
I bet them sisters like that. They ain't scared to go on a blind date to the gun range.
Come on
For
now.
sure.
Oh man, and that gun range, when I say that's a stress reliever, what? Boy, it feel like a whole weight lifted off your body.
We need our own. We need our own training facilities, weapons training.
We
All
have
of
them
that, man.
here. My
Security.
son, we
Like you
got a
said.
couple of gun clubs here in Houston and Texas, where they go out in the country. A lot of them starting to open up their own gun
Well, me and
stores
Bro
and
Ma are gonna
facilities.
take a trip out there and come buy some stuff up.
All right.
That's what we gonna do.
Okay.
You hear me, Bro Ma?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong.
I'm gonna take Bro Ma VIP.
I love me
You
some
know, he got VIP on the airline.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Favorite spot.
Absolutely. Hey, one quick one, y'all. Let me get one quick in because that's what Urban Matters BMG, Black Media Group. We control our own media. We control our own narrative. This is the home of the receipts. Y'all gotta always remember that. And we don't want you to believe us. We want you to believe reality and what is really taking place in front of you right now. So, I mean, like the sisters say, we at war. I said it. We at war. These people have declared war. There was two different shades of Muslims that the sister played. And sitting up there telling y'all that, hey, guess what? They not. Go ahead, bro, Mark.
Let me say
I heard
one
bro
thing.
Mark saying,
don't y'all, can you hear me? Everything?
Yes, sir. We got you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me say one thing, and don't take this wrong. It's nice to see those sisters standing up there holding weapons and things like that. But if you're gonna be effective at defending yourself, you gotta be able to get up off the ground. You gotta be able to roll around. You gotta be able to move. And I would say it was too many of them that look like they can move effectively. And having a gun and being able to shoot a gun is one thing, but being able to defend yourself and pull that gun effectively and be able to get rid of somebody.
Some hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, that's a whole nother animal. I think I think you saw that video on where this girl had this gun. She was in this white man's face, shaking her gun, and he disarmed her, threw her to the ground, kicked the gun over to the side. You know, it's a difference in having a gun and being effective. And that's why I tell people,
you got to be a commander with that gun.
On me, it's a difference because a killer got a whole different mentality. Don't mind laying you down. They don't mind you putting your gun in their face either. So, and one of the biggest, you know,
yeah, because the closer you are with that gun,
the more you're at risk.
Yeah, see, that's how you know she hasn't been trained. Because if you've been trained, you don't allow somebody to get that close to you.
Correct.
She hasn't been trained. I've been trained.
And see, here's the other thing though. Some and really don't want a trigger. They want to use that piece of metal as their defense. They really don't want to hurt nobody. And I've heard this so many times when I train people. They don't want to hurt nobody. Well, what you in the gun for? Because my granddaddy said, don't pull it unless you're ready to use it.
That's
right.
True.
But see, that's almost like that person who talk loud and can't fight. I'm going to talk loud and hope that I scare you off with my mouth. Because if you get on me, I know I'm going to lose. So that's what that gun represents. Hopefully I'm going to run you off. So that's just something I saw. Not saying no sisters can't walla and do their thing.
No, I got you. That's true. We got to be in tip-top shape. You're right.
We got to be ready. And
we got to be ready.
You got to, yes. And we got to be completely ready, not just holding a gun and being able to shoot it. So it's very important. So when I saw that, that was the first thing came to my mind. And I say, this is a good point to bring up. So, and just a quick something, I say to anybody that's listening, the best weapon to have in your house is a shotgun. Because you don't miss with a shotgun. With a pistol, when you nervous and that hand shaking, you can miss several times because it's one little projectile. But when you shoot a shotgun, you got 20, 30, 40, 50 shells coming, or BBs, pellets coming at you. So that's just a little protection tip. Keep a shotgun in your house so you don't miss. And if you really don't want to put major damage on somebody, put birdshot in it. You're going to hurt them, but it's a possibility they're going to run off.
You say put bird shots in them, bird bullets?
Yeah. Put the bird shot in your shotgun. And then you'll spring good, all that noise and that pain. Most of the time they're going to take off running.
Go.
But but if
they're going to hit the go button.
They get close enough, you're going to knock a hole in them.
Absolutely.
So,
there you go.
Listen, boy, y'all bringing some hot fire tonight. Boy, y'all cooking with hot fire. I want to play this real quick video, and this is going to kind of segue into my next topic that I want to discuss is this new whole Sulan. Y'all been hearing about that? Sulan movement. It's supposed to be a YN version of a younger generation, the millennials and all of them, having pride in their culture, in their American culture, being a Black American. So let me chop it up what this young brother was talking about right here, and I kind of like this young brother's perspective right here on it. So let me play him real quick.
He needs to hear this. Haitians are not fucking so long. okay? Let's knock that shit the fuck off. Jamaicans are not Solon, Africans are not Solon, and anybody else that matter, okay? I do not speak no Haitian Creole. I do not speak Nigerian Pidgin, Jamaican Patois. You guys are your own nationalities and ethnic groups, okay? You are not ethnic from here, okay? Your ancestors are from the Caribbeans and Africa. My ancestors from this fucking soil. Hush tongue. I speak an American language from this country. I'm here. I'm Solon. You can still be black and not be motherfucking Solon, okay? You're Haitian Creole, you're Jamaican, Ghanaian, Zulu, Casa, and so on and fucking so forth. Okay? People's culture and committing identity theft. We don't do this to nobody else. Just because a fine ass black girl with a fat ass, you motherfucking Solon because you're black. I can't be black and then go over to Nigeria and say that I'm Yoruba or Igbo. I can't do that shit because it's a fucking tribe. Solon is a nationwide tribe of fucking people, and it does not include Caribbeans and continental Africans. Thank you. Okay, because you got a small ass page, you trying to antagonize people and grow your following does not mean you know that you're. Stop doing that shit. You're being attacked on purpose. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this. Haitians are not.
Y'all heard the young brother. It's this one little young sister. She from Texas, and she been pushing this thing. Now, let me go ahead and give you disclaimer. Oh, how YouTube and all of them get janky with you. So let me play my little disclaimer. Hold on. Let me play my little copyright. So they can see Copyright Act of 1976. This content may contain copyright material, the use of which has not been specifically authorized by the copyright owner, such as for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. And that's what we are doing here at Urban Matters BMG. Okay? So we're not trying to jump on nobody copyrights and all, but let me play this young sister here, man. She from Houston, and she telling you, man, Sulan. They call this song "Sexy Sulan," and I'm gonna kind of edit and pause this and narrate through it because if they don't, they're gonna give me a strike. Having a little backyard party, y'all see that? Y'all know we good. That's our culture. That's our culture. We do them little house party, right?
Hey, it's Leo. Sexy, Solon, black American princess. I'm probably posted in the crib lighting incense. Lit bitch, I could get you touched in an instance. If you ain't black, stay the fuck out the.
Okay, we got it to him, but let's shawty rocking. You could tell she got that American culture about herself. She straight from Texas, Houston.
Business, bow. All the 9 blacks to the back. All the 9 blacks to the back. Hold on, damn. All the 9 blacks to the all the 9 blacks to the back. Nigga, blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You know they say the bigger the bush, the deeper the roots. I'm knowing it's a bitch like me that's being produced, but you do, puss. I ain't beefing with bitches. They need to get steady singing my name. I need to give them some tune. They throwing salt on the player because
they got that space. Our culture. See, we got a brother, man. He a tether. Y'all know tethers in the immigrants that come here legally. They like 2 different kind of cultures. A tether is somebody who disrespectful in America, but a immigrant is somebody who went to they went to their immigration office. They got everything. They paid their visas in. They got their green cards in order, and they come in here going by the rules. You cannot come here and don't obey the rules, and if we don't obey the rule, we go to jail. That's how I don't understand how the Democrats stumping so hard for people that's breaking the law. I just can't understand it. Let me rock.
Can't get in the room, okay? I'm sweeping these bitches. They wanna spit on cute black girls streaming my shit. Ego so big, niggas feeding my shit. I need my reparations, bitch, my shit. These bitches my kids. I've been dreaming about fish. First Murakami, these black ass roots go beyond me. You never supposed to put your purse on the ground.
Little sister some credit. She kind of put all the little Caribbean flags in the background. She's okay. This ain't everybody. Y'all got to understand the definition and the delineation and the difference between a tether and a person that is here the legal way of an immigrant, right? They come here, he come here, she come here, the family here, they done paid their money, they paying their taxes. Y'all gotta understand, an undocumented person can't pay taxes. Because if they pay taxes, they'll get tracked down. Am I right?
In this coin purse on the car, all the 9 blacks to the back. All the 9 blacks to the back. Hold on. Damn, all the 9 blacks to the all the 9 to the back, nigga. Honey on my tongue, I'm talking slicker than I'm walking thicker than hoes. Bitches talking in a circle, a bunch of rigmarole. I ain't shaking right hands, I watch them digging they hole. Red brick ass up, nigga. I'ma need like 4 steps. I got a hold on them forceps. If you ain't black, then you can't say nigga. I enforce that. You're not invited to the cook out in the middle of the streets. Be the
and that's a whole nother show. That black flag that you raising. That's y'all know that's American flag for indigenous people. That's a whole nother war briefing right there, Sister Chef.
Look out, cause I remember we was pushed out. So if you can't say the word, then your ass getting put out. Big lips, hips, go hoops. I'm trim, big nose, white tips. I'm getting paid in full.
She say big lips. Y'all know that's us. Y'all know that's our culture. See, everybody want to come here and mimic this. They'll sit up here and say, oh, y'all ain't got no culture. But the whole time while telling us we don't have a culture, they trying to sit up here and piggyback and mimic us. If I'm lying, I'm lying. Y'all tell me right now I'm lying. If I'm cooking, y'all let me know I'm cooking. I'm telling you. That's why I'm playing this video. I'm not playing this video. I'm trying to show y'all how deep and rooted our culture is. Look at these sisters. Y'all know these are American black sisters. Y'all know that. Nobody can move like I got a problem when Cynthia Erivo and all of them try to come play Aretha Franklin. I got a problem with that. You can't play our people like Denzel played Malcolm. You got to be in touch with the roots. You got to be spiritually in touch. If you're not spiritually in touch, you can't play our characters. Bruno Mars, you have no business singing our greats hits. Justin Timberlake, you too. You next on my list, Justin Timberlake. I don't play that over here, man. We won't apologize for feeling like this. Everybody get butthurt when we start having pride in our American culture. Nobody is American than us. Nobody is more American. Not even white folks in America. We the most American you can get.
We are America.
I digress.
All the 9 blacks to the back. 9 blacks to the back. Hold on. Damn, all the 9 blacks to the back. All the 9 blacks to the back, nigga.
Look at Billy.
She got it because she know they nosy. You know they nosy. What's going on there? What's going on?
Wait a minute. What did I miss? I like big booties. Man. I'm telling you, listen. Go ahead, bro, Mark.
No, I was just saying, come on, guys. I know you want a zaddy.
Yeah.
Accept me.
You know how they do.
Man, I don't care.
This one out here. I gotta play one more. I'm telling you, man, people they so greasy against us. Listen,
welcome to the niggerdom.
What's that, Rush?
Say, welcome to the niggerdom.
You know,
not the terror dome, the nigger dome, huh?
The nigger dome, baby.
They done made it, you know, and they masters that. They make us hate who we are.
Dear black folks, man, what the fuck y'all gonna do if I pull up to your cookout uninvited and say, yo, I know such and such. Fix myself a plate and haul ass. What the fuck y'all gonna do about it?
Probably posted in the crib lighting incense, lit bitch. I could
Black Americans in 2025 are the biggest losers on the earth. Like, I swear to God, y'all are. When I say losers, I'm talking about people that literally are lost and lose everything. You guys are lost in politics, lost in the economic landscape, lost within your heritage and identity.
Now look at this brother. He looked just like us, don't he? You see how easy it is to get manipulated, get deceived? And you be working with a movement, talking about working with a movement because a person got the same skin shade that you have?
He on a payroll. That's why he making that video. See these foreigners
He's a paid
among us.
agent, just like Roland Martin.
Correct.
Just like
These
Roland Martin.
foreigners.
Roland Martin is not from here.
He's Caribbean. Yeah, he went to school here in Houston, Jack Yates. And they run him out here every time. That's why when he come to Houston, he has to have private events because people run up on him.
That's him right here with the guy on the screen. Wow. Look at how they try to discourage anything
he
that
paid.
we stand
paid.
Look, they don't ever want us to come together.
I don't know if anyone has put 2 and 2 together yet, but Salon is a hoodoo song, and I'm about to break down how I put 2 and 2 together. So she says, sexy, so long, Black American princess.
See, anytime these people like this come about and they start trying to play a hate and they start trying to tether, I call it tether rate. You gotta, first thing you gotta ask them, where you from and where your people from. And if they can't tell you that they go back 100, 200 years in America, go ahead and give them that work.
Okay, for real. I'm probably posing in the crib like an incense. Lit bitch, I could get you touched in an instance. If you ain't black, stay the fuck out the business. All the non-blacks to the back. But she said, she talking about that work. She said, in the crib like an incense. Lit bitch, I could get you touched in an instance. If you ain't black, stay the fuck out the business. Hoodoo. Okay. She also said the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
She don't know nothing about the culture. Go ahead, y'all.
That's how you know she ain't want us. This bitch just everybody burns we burn incense in our home. What the hell is she talking about?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
See, they not us. That got you.
Blacker the berry.
You have to call this bullshit out, bro. Mark.
How long is saying that, man? It's
blacker
crazy.
the berry, sweeter than we've been saying that for how long? She don't even talking about hoodoo. No, it's hoodoo. You're not getting it. That's slang for. See, these foreigners among us. They time is up. They desperate. They time is up. They desperate.
And that's why they don't mind teaming up with your enemy, the liberals. Correct. They don't mind teaming up with your enemy, whoever that is not supporting self-sustainability of the indigenous people here. As soon as we start getting self-sustainable, bro, Mark, you talk about it all the time about being landowners and acquiring more of this beautiful land that we have here in America. Like, who's teaching that? Why is that not teach in our culture? But they'll teach you about a fraternity that plays Greek, but they talking about their HBCU.
Come on.
Right. It's sad. They ain't making no more land.
That's fact.
We can create a fraternity tomorrow, but I bet you can't create an acre tomorrow or 50 by 100 lot. You can't do it. God didn't put all that out there. It's up to you to go get it and secure it. I mean, and without that, that's why it's called real estate. The only real estate you got. And so, you know, this whole movement or whatever, I don't care what you call it. Long as I see some black pride, you know, you can call it whatever you like. You can try to base it in whatever you want. But I love the fact that it's demonstrating black pride. I would like some changes, but that's me and my taste. But you are showing pride in who you are and who we are as a people. That's what I want to see, and I love it. I love it. I have to look into
Absolutely. Absolutely. We loving it over here at Urban Matters BMG, y'all. Y'all know this is the home of the receipts. And we just had to bring you some of this hot fire tonight to just kind of show you and reiterate what's really going on out here.
And everybody, peace out.
It's a lot of people.
My brother,
go ahead, bro.
I gotta dip out. I got a 9 o'clock, and
okay.
I appreciate talking with y'all, and I look forward to chopping it up with you again soon.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate it, my brother.
Brother
Shaq. We appreciate that, salute, man.
We'll see you.
All right, take care.
Salute, bro, Mark. Hey, good brother right there, man. Listen, that's why I mess with the guy. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's so much. I wish we had enough time to just hunker down on this stuff, man. Bruh Shaq, you know it, man. We chop it up every day. Bruh Shaq, I don't know if you heard Brother J. Maul.
In the city of Chicago and Illinois is a manufactured crisis for politicians on both sides, either for politics or for money. And I'm asking the residents of the city of Chicago not to be political pawns in between. There are great folks that I know, that I actually hire,
Y'all can hear that, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That are immigrants who've been here for many years. Some that may not be on papers, that I know are scared. But guess what? They are collateral damage in between the politics and the money side of what's going on. What do I mean by that? Well, in 2022, when the governors of Texas and Florida, when they started to ship folks to other cities by buses because they didn't want to put the burden on their taxpayers, their dollars in their states, they didn't want to spend it on migrants. They sent them to sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities saw that as a chance to be able to get labor and to be able to make money through all of the contractors and their friends that were pouring money into their campaigns. That's why in the state of Illinois, we spent billions. Right here in the city of Chicago, Mayor Brandon Johnson has spent $1 billion. And the majority of that money went to contractors that were out of town. People
out of town. Y'all heard that?
I
just had to pause it right there.
I believe.
Out of town, they sending money, your taxes that you pay, the money is supposed to support your community. They're taking that money, shipping it out of your community, enriching the people, giving them wealth out of your community, and them people coming back in your community and buying it right from under your nose.
There you go.
With the money that so in other words, you're basically funding your own oppression.
Correct.
Who probably gave them kickbacks or campaign donations. This was a huge money grab. And guess who suffered? The people in communities where migrants were placed. The buildings that they gave 6 months of free rent to that were run down. Do you know how many folks from the cartel and how many folks from overseas who came over here that committed crimes? You know how many folks have committed murder that were migrants? Do you know how many folks that have committed rape against children that were migrants? But they are playing politics right now, protecting them, all because of $1, because of campaign donations, because they got to play politics because they hate Trump.
Again, Bruh Shaq, this is the young dude that Roland Martin tried to talk greasy to in the jitterbug, pulled up on Roland Martin at one of his little boule functions and put him on the spot. He was like, "No, Roland, here I go." And Roland tried another jitterbug. Remember, the jitterbug had started the school for the young boys, had them bought a bus and bought a school and everything.
King Randall.
King Randall, yes, him. That's him. We gonna start highlighting that brother too, man, because you got
King
some young
Randall,
brothers.
you out of Georgia, right?
Yeah, out of Georgia, King Randall.
But this guy you talking about is from out of Chicago, though, right? The guy you just played, right?
Right, J Maul. His name is Jay Maul, M-A-L, like not Jamal, but J, like somebody named J with the M-A-L on the end. You can look him up, J Maul Green.
Yeah, Dawson. As you can see, it's the same script and motto. model. Roland Martin, he think he can roll up with some type of authority and check these young gents that's actually putting, you know what I'm saying, boots on the ground and actually getting
Right.
active, doing real work, putting real work in their own communities, not
Right.
begging for, you know what I'm saying, federal funding or state funding, which if you're being active, they should, the federal and state should want to come in and step in and assist because you have took the initiative to, you know what I'm saying, be productive in
Help
your
better
own
your
community.
communities. Yeah.
Yeah, they should want to come in and assist. But you got blockers that come in and try to defame you, you know what I'm saying? And make
Oh,
you
you
seem
ain't
like
gotta
you,
tell
you know,
me. I've been attacked before,
you
so
know,
you ain't
huh?
gotta tell me.
Mm-hmm. And we got to point them out and call them out anytime we see them. We got to, you know, protect um, these young gents, man. You know, male and female. Whenever we get a chance, the best way we can. Now we ain't in these same cities and states, but our voices, you know what I'm saying, can be heard around the world. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know, putting the support on it.
I think I found this sister you were talking about, Sister Pruitt. You know what, Shaq? I've been listening to this sister right here for about 2-3 years.
Oh, okay. So you know
At
she's been on
least.
it.
Yeah, this sister right here be cooking. Yeah, this sister be
Yeah, I
cooking. Let
put
me
it.
see if I
I
can
think
pull up.
I put the link. Did I do it right? I put the link to it in the back chat. I think or some chat on here too.
If not, we'll pull it up. We'll get the
Yeah,
link going. Let's see what this we're talking about.
yeah.
Let's see. Can y'all hear that?
Nope.
Hold on.
Not yet.
I had no idea today when I went live earlier that my video was glitching. The time to go look at the live video that Chief made. We did bring some valuable information, but allow me to summarize here. During this feast season between the Feast of Trumpets and Super Booths holidays that we Hebrew people celebrate, Barron Trump's account published something that was very, very telling. And on Twitter, this actually goes by the name of Ben Trump Commentator account. So I will post that in the description in the comment section, that link, so you can see it. Basically, what the post.
Hold on. Y'all give me 1 minute. Y'all give me one minute. They doing some janky shit. Hold on. Y'all give me one. Put this sister back on. Hold on. I don't like when they
She
be being
also did
janky
an
with
interview.
the internet.
She also did an interview with one of the Kennedy relatives, like one of the young boys that was supposed to be allegedly trafficked around. They've been trafficking them around or some shit. He's supposed to be one of the younger Kennedys, allegedly.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't,
Wow, that's. We're gonna have to look that up because this is the home of the receipts and receipts for our family. Let's continue what the sister said. Is a now sovereign free state. Watch. She said, watch more for Dr. Kia Pruitt at Matriarch on YouTube or Dr. Kia Pruitt on Rumble. She the address right there, Shaq. Shot that, y'all, so we can go and follow up this sister.
Yeah, let me screenshot it. Yeah, because I
United
follow on
States
Instagram.
Inc. is defunded. Dead. No more foreign rule. No more admiralty. The republic
Stay
is
right
free
there.
again.
Pause there
What's
right
next?
quick.
He
Wait a
asked.
minute.
Yes or
Go
no?
back.
You pause there right quick.
Pause.
See, we got to understand these different entities and fashions that they have
Okay.
put together. She said the United States Inc. That's the United States Incorporated.
Then.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And a lot of people don't recognize it. That's incorporated.
Yes,
That's the United States Incorporated.
Peace, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Let her finish breaking it down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for us on that, Brush Shack, so we can the full depth of knowledge the sister is trying to break down to us. We're gonna let it run again.
Family, this is Dr. Kia Pruitt. It is Monday, October the 6th, 2025. I had no idea today when I went live earlier that I hope you would take the time to go look at the live video that Chief Mac and I did, because we did bring some valuable information, but allow me to summarize here. On yesterday, during this feast season between the Feast of Trumpets and Sukkot, which is the Feast of Booths, holidays celebrate, Barron Trump's account, that was very, very telling. And on Twitter, this particular account actually goes by the name of Barron Trump Commentator Account. So I will post that in the description section in the comment section, that link, so you can see it. Basically, what the post said was breaking news. President Trump just made history. America is now a sovereign nation. The deep state's fake United States Inc. is dead. No more foreign rule, no more admiralty chains. The republic is free again. Are you ready for what comes next? He asked. Yes. Then he posts something that looks like it is a signed notice by his father. And this is what it's called: the Declaration of Authority and Summons. By the authority.
Y'all got that? The authority and summons. Authority and summons.
United States for America as Commander-in-Chief under Article 2 of the Constitution, and by the immutable common law sovereignty, is hereby declared one, lawful command under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, UCMJ. Every flag officer of the United States, by oath and by law, is bound to obey the orders of the Commander-in-Chief. The UMCJ affirms that all generals and admirals remain subject to such orders, including the command to assume sovereign rights under common law. From ancient precedent to modern practice, the head of sovereign republic or kingdom to summons his military leader for recognition of authority and the reordering of the right is both inherent and incontestable. Summons to assemble. Therefore, by the orders of His Excellent Kingdom and President of the United States for America, all flag officers are hereby summoned to the 30th, 2025. The Assembly shall formally recognize and reaffirm allegiance to the Constitutional Republic of the United States of America. 4. Of sovereignty. Upon the recognition, all military outposts abroad that were established under British Commonwealth or formal dominion shall be lawfully closed or
Bro,
hold on. What you think about that?
Got up with this, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, but look,
bro. Listen.
Why she say Virginia? Because, man, bro, I got some heat for that.
Great research, Shaq. Great research, Shaq.
Hey, I got some heat for that, bro.
Freaking research, bro. Like, this is great data. And see, the sister breaking it down in the constitutions for you. You can go and do your own research instead of being a little butthurt player hater. Hey, I heard Trump name, so I'm just gonna spaz out because I heard Trump name. And that's how everything is, y'all. As soon as we hear Trump name, all common sense and logic fly out the window. These people have us so emotionally charged and emotionally unstable. Like, we have no emotional stability or no type of emotional logic. It's just logic and emotions can't intertwine. They can't mix. So either you're going to be logical or you're going to be emotional. Which one you're going to be, family? Because remember, we be showing you in this whole broadcast today how everybody is trying to copy you. They're trying to be you and then tell you that you. You don't really want to be American, but the whole time they coming in stealing your culture and telling you don't have a culture while at the same time they trying to cosplay your culture. I'm going to let the sister finish cooking, man. We're going to wrap this thing up in a minute.
Securing America's independence in full. Number 5, binding duty.
And by the way, this sister I hear from Florida, Shaq, I researched her.
The order is issued and fulfilled.
You see that damn choker around her neck? That's Indian shit. You see that? That's the indigenous. This sister from, I think, as a matter of fact, I think she's from, I may be mistaken because I did some research a while ago. She may be from the area up there where Trayvon, where was that? Sanford, Florida. Y'all back me up now. Y'all make me out of a liar. Go do your research. Go ahead, Brushak.
No, I think you might be right. I think she is from Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And I think she moved somewhere though. She might have moved to Ohio, somewhere. She moved to Ohio or some shit like that, Oklahoma or some shit.
She might have, because everything down here in Florida is indigenous. You got the Seminoles, you got the Osceolians, you got the Blackfoots on the East Coast, you got Geechee tribes, you got in the Mississippi, what Choctaws, Chickasaws, you got the Creeks. The Creeks more in the Midwest area, you know, Ray St. Louis and all that. Y'all more Creek Indian type up in that area, Brushak, where y'all people's from. But in the South, I think I had I'll show it y'all before out of here, but I'm gonna let the sister finish cooking a little bit. Hold on.
Sacred duty to uphold the Constitution, protect the people, and preserve the sovereignty of the Republic. All officers are bound by oath, honor, and the law to obey. Signed by President Donald Trump. Now, some people are saying this letter looks like it's very authentic, while others question the validity or the authenticity of the letter. What I would say is whether or not this letter came directly from President Trump's desk, we do know that the Republic has been restored. We also know that the United States Incorporated is defunct and bankrupt. We know additionally that the reason for the government shutdown that occurred at midnight on September the 30th, going into October the 1st, 2025, is to completely restore our republic and common or constitutional law. Now, we knew this was going to happen because, for one, the Supreme Court of the United States of America on last year overturned the Chevron doctrine. What does that mean? That means that the Chevron doctrine, which gave the so-called government unlimited powers, has to now cease and desist. So that government or governing entity, the Chevron doctrine, said that any of these corporate entities like the FBI, CIA, IRS, Homeowners Association, all these different things, DMV, different things you can think of, now as 442 of these companies or organizations create their own statutes, codes, that they would just come up with out of things, us to abide by them and call themselves federal when in fact they're not part of our lawful republic. They're not part of our lawful government. Our lawful government, the republic, is supposed to be governed for the people and by the people. But that's not what we've seen happen with the federal government and the Federal Reserve Central Banking System, which are bloodline families that usurped authority from we the people and created their own entity, their own government, their own monetary and banking system. The Supreme Court of the United States said on last year that all 441 of those institutions or government entities, which now there are 442, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see it in my community section, they all have to cease and desist because they are unconstitutional and treasonous. This Elon Musk was tasked with the job of creating DOGE, or the Department of Government, to downsize the government. This is by mandate, a part of that whole takedown of the deep state to take down the United States Incorporated. It is over for them. He, as the last president, he has ensured our sovereign prosperity and peace is back online. So this document on Barron Trump's commentation page is very, very important, because what it does is it awakens the masses. Had no idea that we had a fake government. Now they know, and they can see it in writing. For those that had no idea, the republic has been restored. Now we have some type of proof. We have confirmation. So again, the Supreme Court of the United States overturned, which gave these entities calling themselves government agencies the power and authority to create statutes, codes, and policies and forces to abide by them. The Supreme Court of the United States said they're treasonous, and also said that any judge that went along with it and forced you to pay a fine if you didn't abide by those entities, that as long as they did that, they also committed treason. And any judge that knew of a judge that allowed all this to go on and did not report it to the president have committed what's called misprision of treason. All of this was set up and orchestrated so that the takedown would be very, very easy. You pass a law, Supreme Court of the United States, saying they're unconstitutional and they're treasonous, and then you just go ahead and take them down by creating DOGE, or the Department of Government Efficiency. Then here we are during feast season, or holy season for the Hebrew people, and completely shut down the United States Incorporated government. Now, I've been saying for years now, since President Trump's election, his first election, that the shutdown of the government and the resurrection of the republic would occur during the holiest time of the year, around the Feast of Trumpets. And the way I was able to come up with that is that the Feast of Trumpets commemorates God's commandments coming. It came around this time in the Old Testament. The Feast of Trumpets also is about ushering in a new season. You blow the trumpets when you have a wedding, trumpets when you make an announcement, trumpets when you go to war. You blow the trumpet moon, because every new moon is supposed to be a Sabbath, a day of rest, a time you commemorate God's goodness and his provision. You blow the trumpets at the entering in.
Woo, she cooking, boy. She cooking.
Hey, you know what? Cooking. I want people to focus, though, that this don't mean we out of hot water. This just means that our noses and eyes should be open, that another form of system of structure could come in too, if we don't get our head in a swivel and get somehow figure out how to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? To secure ourselves before that happens. Another, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Another entity, structure, power structure come in.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Listen, this is a whole nother war briefing, bro. We're gonna have to come up with another war briefing. Hey, listen, I'm outside tomorrow, bro, Shaq. I got time. I just wrapped up one of my projects, man. I was in the out of town project, and I'm outside. I'm in town right now, man. So let's make this thing cook, and we're gonna follow this thing up some more with let me see. I had the little clip. And man, dang, I ain't even put none of my dang on captions up, y'all. Let me put my little captions up. Let me put my little ticker at the bottom. You see my little ticker going right there, Shaq?
The little ticker.
Yeah, we see it.
Where?
Yeah.
It's at the bottom.
I'm gonna start putting messages down here at the bottom, and I'm gonna start listening for a couple of dollars, y'all. We're gonna let y'all message be heard. We're gonna narrate our own story right here at Urban Matters BMG. And y'all see it, man. We done gained momentum. They using all our language on mainstream media. They using all the black media. Urban Matters BMG and FBA and Solon and indigenous people, they using our language, man. Let me play one more video, man. Cause I'm telling you, these brothers and sisters, these young brothers and sisters, they is rapping. If I can find another one.
Hey, you know your boy them not to cut you. You know your boy them Dawson Top Cat and them. You know they got something coming up on the 22nd of November, I think, down in Houston somewhere. Big thing they putting together. They call it the FAD. FADD or something. It's gonna be down in Houston somewhere. It's gonna be in Houston, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
What's the information? Where they're meeting at? Where the location? Where that meeting at?
Boy, I couldn't even tell you. I would have to get you his I mean, you should have a flyer somewhere.
Jack, get us the information. We're gonna
get us the information. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to go on his
get the information, Jack.
I just think that the other day when he was talking about it,
like a little newsletter.
It calls it the FAD.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna start a little newsletter right here, y'all. Let me play this real quick, then we're gonna tap out.
All right.
With this little sister right here. Can y'all?
Yes.
At the end of the day, y'all love our culture. Y'all love it. Everyone loves it or not. That is your prerogative, but you love it. And I am just here to make and show y'all that we do have a way of representing. We have a culture and you love it. Okay? You ain't got to admit it. You ain't got to admit it. But we see it. We see it. I don't give a damn what y'all say about my people. At the end of the day, our culture. Y'all love it. Everyone loves our culture. Whether you want to give us our credit or not, that is your prerogative. But you love it. And I am just here to
They love it, and we love it, and that's why we rep, and that's why Urban Matters BMG salute the sisters, Bruh Mark, salute the Bruh Shaq. Get that thing together, man. You know we got to get this project together, Sister Chef. Get that nonprofit together. Get your links together. Well, website. We're gonna start celebrating you every single show. Okay.
Gotcha.
Right. Salute.